Guys, thank you so much for jumping on your Monday night. I'm Lauren. For those who don't know me, I'll be your host for tonight's business event. I'm really excited. We've got some really special women lined up for you. They're going to share their stories, some really incredible stories, tell you what they're up to and exactly how they're doing it. So you're probably wondering, what is Babes in Business? Why are you here? The online business mentoring program where women from all around the world, we're linking arms. We're sharing what works, what doesn't work. We're lifting each other up. We're sharing lots of laughs, lots of tears, mostly happy though, and really just helping each other be the best versions of ourselves in health, in life, and in business. And so I'm really excited because I know me personally, I think we're experiencing a phenomenon. We're really learning that we can have it all. We can have health, we can have wealth, we can have abundance. But in the pursuit of achieving all that, it doesn't mean having more than the woman next to us. We're learning as women we should be empowering each other and supporting each other instead of competing with each other. So we've come across a business structure that works, one that's allowed us to throw ourselves into projects that really fuel our fire, but also inspire and mentor other women to do the same. So I'm going to introduce you to some beautiful women tonight who are part of Babes in Business. And if this is something that resonates with you, even invite you along to see if this could be something for you. Because what Babes in Business is, like I said, it's an online business mentoring program where you're given a mentor, sometimes two, you're given a proven system that works, throw in a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of spiritual and personal development, and that's what we are, that's why we're here. So I'm going to jump straight into it, and I'd love to flick it to Kira, who's going to tell you a little bit more about what life was like before Babes in Business and why she said yes.
Hello everyone, my name's Kira, and I'm super excited to chat to you about my journey since being a part of Babes in Business. So I've been a part of the business for about 7 months now, and I said yes for a few reasons. First one being I was so sick of being stuck in an office, working 10, 12 hours a day, working for someone else, being underpaid, undervalued. I knew that I was destined for more, and I've always had a burning desire inside of me and a passion to help others and a real passion for health and wellness. So I want a family soon. I want to start a family in the next couple of years, and I want to be there for my kids. I want to be there for those special moments. Unfortunately, my mum was unable to be most of my childhood. She is in her almost 50s now and is doing the same thing, still working 12-hour days and literally living to work, and it breaks my heart. And I want to give back to her. I want to be able to take my family on holidays and show them what life is meant to be like. So it's a massive, massive drive for me. It makes me feel a little bit emotional. But some of the things that I have learned and loved since being a part of the business is I have learned so much about health and prevention that has helped me so much and all of my clients. So much about myself. The focus on personal development within Babes in Business is amazing, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I have also made some incredible friendships. I have met so many beautiful like-minded women from all across the globe, and I'm so, so grateful for that. I know I will have those friendships for a lifetime. I have just grown. I have loved every bit of it, and I can't wait to continue traveling more within this business. We travel so much, and I can't wait to make this my full-time income. It's currently part-time, and I know I'm well on my way to be doing it full-time, and I'm so excited. So I'm now going to pass it over to Brooklyn, who's going to chat about why she said yes to business.
Hi, thank you. I'm a little nervous, not great on public speaking, so bear with me, girls. So my name is Brooke, and I pretty much tell you a bit about myself and why I said yes. My girlfriend Loz, she's absolutely amazing. We were housemates, and I watched her get into the business, and it was exciting. It was good to see her and watch her do all that. And yeah, she last year was telling me a bit about it, and yeah, I kind of was like, I don't have time for this. I'm way too busy, Loz. Like, I'm sorry. A year later, and now I'm here, and I've watched the video, and I am so grateful that I took the time this time to actually watch the video and say yes, because I was sick of being in a crappy job. I'm sick of coming home and complaining to my partner that I hate my job and my work doesn't let me have holidays. They're saying no. And kids, they ask me all the time, like, when are you guys going to have kids? And it's like, well, I'm 27. I want to have kids soon. Like, we are getting to the age where we want that. And it kind of made me feel like all the things I want in life is not a thing that I should be wanting. It was the wrong thing I wanted in life, and that I should be coming to work, working 9 till 5, working overtime, and still getting told no, no, no. So a little bit emotional, but yeah, like, it sucks. So yeah, I thought, no, it's time to change, and it's time to really do what I want to do in life and get my sparkle back, and yeah, have just my body, my energy, my skin, my mind, have all that as number one. And yeah, so I'm so grateful that I've said yes, and I've only been doing this for a short time, and it's just changed on so much on how I've looked out on life, and even my friends, my partner have noticed so much in such a short time. So bring on the future and bring on the next couple of months, because this is definitely something that will help me go from part-time to full-time, and I'm excited. So yeah, so I'm going to flick it to Lisa, and thanks for listening, girls.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. As you can probably tell, I am super nervous. I haven't done anything like this before, but I'm really excited. So why I'm here, I actually started out on the Health Style Emporium and the capsules first as a client. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to sleep better. I needed more energy, just wanted to be healthier all round. I was only on the capsules for about 3 weeks when I decided these things are amazing. The Health Style Emporium, the support I got was amazing, and I just loved everything. So I thought, I need to jump on board. I need to be a part of this. I want to help women the way I'm being helped. So a little bit of my backstory is I already work from home. I have 2 young kids, so I do my husband's bookkeeping from home. But I didn't have anything I was super passionate about. And I have a health and fitness background. And so working with Babes in Business now gave me that freedom to continue working from home, but I could build a second income around something that I was already passionate about. So that's why I said yes to Babes in Business. I've already grown so much, as my mentor likes to tell me, since I've joined the business. So I'm super excited to help other women grow the same way I have. And that's pretty much why I said yes. I've loved every minute of so far. So please stay tuned, because there is amazing things to come.
Amazing story shares, guys. That was so cool. And Lisa, Brooke, as I'm so nervous as well, so don't worry. We're not trained in public speaking, so you guys did incredibly well. Thank you for sharing. That was so amazing. So, guys, I am Shani. And, I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about the business model that we use in Babes in Business, because it's a little bit different to traditional business. So when I was first presented the opportunity to be a part of this incredible tribe, I'm going to be totally honest. I was like, I have no idea what this is. But what I really found was that it was such an amazing, supportive group of people that really helped me learn. And in the space of, it's my 2-year anniversary next month, actually, which is really exciting. I've been able to, create a really beautiful career for myself, and a business that is, it totally lights my fire and ticks all my boxes. And I really love it. So, I'm going to explain a little bit more about it. So when you join Babes in Business, you're actually given a mentor, like Lozzie said just before. And sometimes you get given 2 if you're lucky. And that person is the person that's going to hold your hand throughout the entire journey of you starting your business, and as well as, going through the entire process. So my mentors from 2 years ago are still in my life today. I still speak to them daily, and that's what I love about this. It's not sort of like a figure it out on your own and go ahead sort of thing. It's like you've got that tribe there supporting you 24/7, just really personalized goal setting plans, and just people empowering, especially women in this business. And it's a proven system that really works, which is what I love about it the best. It's not like, you have to figure it out. You're given the blueprint and you're told how to do it. And then, it just takes action. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what traditional business looks like. So traditional business kind of looks like this. right? If you think about, or for me, before I started with Babes in Business, I was a registered nurse. And so I was here. And in my business model, there were several levels of management. So you might be able to relate, you know, whether you're a checkout chick or you work in a hair salon or you're an accountant or whatever, you know, whatever you do for WAC. Most of us hang out down here. So that was me. I was a registered nurse straight out of uni. And I knew that, you know, I was earning $1 per hour. So I was being told what I was worth per hour, and you know, when I could go to the bathroom and when I could take my annual leave. And I was, you know, I don't know, I guess I was conditioned to think that was normal. And so I knew that I wanted to earn an above average wage from the get-go. I was always, you know, I was ready to work. I was ready to do this business, do my business in terms of nursing really well and climb this corporate ladder. So I knew that if I went for a promotion, I would earn more money. So that's exactly what I did. And with that promotion, yes, a few dollars extra an hour was awesome. But what came with that was actually more stress, more responsibility. All of a sudden, I was in charge of a whole lot of people and work wasn't fun anymore. I lost my clinical aspect of the job, which I loved. I loved helping people, and it was all about management mode. And that wasn't what I did that job for. And, you know, all of a sudden involved in workplace politics, having to deal with sick leave and annual leave, and oh my gosh, it was just a nightmare. So yeah, for you, it might be the same. So, you know, you might have a managerial position here. You might then have like, you know, CEO at the top, and then it goes to senior directors and vice presidents and, senior management, area managers, store managers, etc. So we've got a hierarchy here, I guess, of people. So I'm sure we can all agree that for me to become a CEO of my hospital, it was going to be a very slim chance, next to none. And so I kind of looked at this business model when I had it explained to me, and I thought, right, well, that's not very realistic for me. I was already competing with my work colleagues and friends on, you know, getting this promotion. I felt like I was standing on other people's toes and sabotaging my friendships. I felt like it was a competition. It wasn't fun anymore. And, you know, we were all qualified for that promotion, but only one of us could get it. So even if I really did want to climb that ladder, having to deal with the stress and all of that stuff, it wasn't my jam. It wasn't really what I wanted to do. And I'd look at my superiors and people who had been doing it for like 40 plus years, and they all hated their job. They'd all been working, you know, 50, 40-hour weeks for 50 plus years. And I kind of just had a bit of a moment where I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this for the rest of my life. So Babes in Business made sense to me, because when I had the Babes in Business business model explained to me, it kind of ticked all my boxes. So I'm going to now draw our business model, and our business looks like this. That's a pretty rank rectangle there. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what I love about this is that to become a part of Babes in Business, when you open your own business, it costs a whopping $165 in Australia, $50 if you're in the USA, and £50 if you're in the UK. So to start your own business, like, you're investing a lot of money here. So it's that much money, and everybody starts here, right? Everyone, like, it doesn't matter who you know or what you know. It's not about that. It's actually about you and you building your business and your mentor helping you create something for yourself that, you know, whatever your dreams are, whatever you desire. So essentially this fee for opening your own business, it sets you up with your own personal website, sets you up with the Babes in Business system. You can work from home, you can work from the beach, a cafe, if you're traveling. As long as you've got Wi-Fi, you can work on your business. I just came back from India. I was there for a month, and I was able to work on my business the whole time. I didn't have to stop working and ask for annual leave or anything like that. So it's not like a normal business, like, you know, if you were to open a Bruce Juice or a cafe or a takeaway branch or whatever, you're forking hundreds and thousands of dollars to open a franchise like that up. Whereas this is kind of like $165 and you've got yourself set up to do something really awesome. And it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what your background is, where you live, what your gender is, what your education is, whatever it is, anyone can do this business. And that's what I love about it. You don't have to be this qualified crazy person to do it. I'm not business savvy, trust me. If I can do this, you can too. So the next thing I love about this business model is that everybody has the same opportunity to reach the pinnacle position of our business, which is called NMD. You don't really need to know what that means, but that's what it's called. And when you're at NMD, you're earning anywhere from $80,000 a year to $120,000 a year in Aussie dollars in residual income. So that for me, when I was a nurse, like that was well and truly more than I was earning as a nurse. So I liked that idea. I liked that I could work on something over time and build my wealth and build this for myself. So the only way that you can do this is there's no competition. You don't have to tread on anyone's toes. You don't have to be better than anyone else. It's literally a race against yourself and your own growth and your own development. And the more people you help, the faster you're able to get to NMD. And I love that. So you have to be genuine. You have to be kind-hearted. You have to be fiercely passionate about helping other people. Otherwise, you can't be successful. And, you know, because our paychecks are a reflection of how many people we've helped, it's kind of really beautiful when you get paid at the end of the month and you're like, I did a good job. I helped a lot of people this month. So Babes in Business is a team of extremely motivated, empowering, determined, beautiful people who you've met some of them already. You're going to hear from some more now. They're from all around the globe and we all share the same mission, which I love. We just want to help others, whether that's through their health and wellness or you know, someone's invited you along tonight because they want to help you with your goals and dreams and your wealth or whatever it might be. So yeah, that's me. That's the business model. I am going to flick it over to our next speaker, which is the beautiful Katie, and she's actually going to talk about how we get paid.
Okay, so I get to talk about the fun part, how we get paid, and we actually get to dictate our own pay. So as Shan said, our pay is a direct reflection of how many people we help with their health and wellness, and not by what we're worth per hour. In our business, we get paid 6 different ways, but tonight I'm only going to talk about 3 of them. So the first way is retail profit. So when you join us and become a wellness coach inside the Emporium, you receive our packages at a wholesale price. When you connect your client to the Emporium, they pay the retail profit. So you make the difference between retail and wholesale. So you're earning a retail profit per client. The second way is commission, and that increases over time when you reach certain milestones in your business. And like we mentioned before, we don't compete with one another. This is a place where you just simply compete with yourself, which is awesome. The third and my favourite way we get paid is the bonuses. And as you help more people reach different milestones in your business, this is where you snatch up the bonuses, which is what I have the numbers written here. And the best part about those is they're unlimited and they're uncapped. And because it is a mentoring business, so when you mentor and teach someone really well, when they hit a bonus, you also get to snatch up that bonus as well. So 1,200, oh, I'm a bit shaky. 1,500. So that's really cool. And that's why I love the culture in Babes in Business. And it's all about lifting each other up and helping each other to be successful. Bonuses range all the way from $100 to $10,000, but they don't just stop there. They keep going up. So as Shan mentioned, the only cost associated with your business is the $165 to open up your virtual office. And the really cool part is the way that we've set our system up is so that you are able to snatch up the first bonus in the first 2 weeks, which is your $100. So right from the get-go, you're cash flow positive. And like we explained before, our pinnacle position in the business is NMD. And we have people in our team reaching this position in 16 to 18 months, which is just amazing. And as Shane mentioned, you're earning anywhere between 80 to 120,000 in residual income a year. But it doesn't end there. And we mentioned the income is unlimited and uncapped. So we do certainly have NMDs in our team that earn more than 120,000 a year, which is crazy.
My name is Jess. I'm one of the wellness coaches in the Emporium, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the program. So probably wondering right now, what is this business? What does it entail? How can I be a part of it? Who here uses Uber? I'd love for you to put your hand up and let me know if you've ever used Uber before. I know I have on those guilty nights out when I've been a little bit tipsy. So we all know Uber has a product, meaning that you can either purchase a ride to get from A to B, and it also has a business opportunity. So you can, I guess, be an Uber driver, get people from A to B. This is exactly the same. It's literally the exact same thing, except it's only with health and wellness. So you've heard all about Babes in Business, what it's about, and the business opportunity as well that you can be a part of. Now I want to share with you our product. So what we've done is we've created an online health program called the Health Style Emporium. And for me, it's like an online holistic health and nutrition retreat for women who are really wanting to better their health, whether it's them wanting to lose weight, clear their skin, get more energy, work on their self-love, you know, their stress or their anxiety levels, and just work on themselves as humans and just be a better version of themselves and be a more delicious person, I guess. We aren't about quick fixes or fads, beauty challenges, or, you know, jumping on the scales to weigh yourselves. It's about healing your body from the inside out and educating our clients and empowering them to make those small lifestyle changes. It's all about baby steps rather than, you know, slapping a Band-Aid on it and expecting it to be fixed. Partnered up with a tribe of women, some that are health professionals, others that just have an underlying love for, you know, health, wellness, and those that really want to help others. And they're literally from all across the globe. So we've got personal trainers, yoga instructors, Reiki healers, life coaches, nurses and skin specialists. The list literally goes on. And they've all created this program advocating health and wellness. It's something that anyone can have access to no matter where you are in the world, which is pretty cool. For me, it's like my own little personal health insurance. You just don't need to pay an arm and a leg for it. And coming from someone that used to pay for health insurance monthly and spend a shitload on it, I know that it can be costly. With this, the Health Style Emporium, all of our clients have access to these health professionals within the Emporium 24/7 when they have a question, need advice, or just something to help them. They can simply log on and just get the help from that certain health professional who specializes in that area. I know a lot of you can agree here, and again, I'd love if you know someone with, you know, a health issue, cancer, diabetes, put your hand up, because we all know that health is just, it's climbing up in the wrong direction. The stats are just continuously getting higher. Many people just turn to pharmaceuticals, you know, drugs and medications that are there just to, I guess, cure you, rather than looking at the preventative side of things. And what we're really passionate about in the Health Style Emporium, and what we've got grit about, is getting rid of that Band-Aid fix and just going back to the basics, looking at the preventative side of things and looking at our health from the inside out. I won't go on too much more about the program or the Emporium. If you haven't already, go check it out. There's a little 5-minute video explaining what the Health Style Emporium is. And that's for all of our clients to use. So there's meal guides and recipe guides, yoga, meditation. The list literally goes on, and it's all being put together by the health professionals. On the website, you would have also seen a list of different whole food packages that our clients have access to. I'm not going to talk about those, but I will switch it over to Bianca, who's going to explain a little bit about those and the partner product that we have teamed up with, because it's truly changed my life, and I know it's changed a lot of people's lives. So Bianca, it's all yours, babe.
Guys, so my name is Bianca, and I'm one of the accredited dietitians that work inside the Health Style Emporium. So I, like Shani, it's actually my first anniversary this week of opening my wellness coaching practice. So super exciting to be doing this full time as well. So I'm really excited because I get to share with you guys the amazing partner product that we have here in the Emporium, because as Jess mentioned, nutrition and health is our number one highest value when it comes to taking care of our clients. So I think we can all agree, like Jess said, the statistics are just climbing so high in fact that I've even seen children as young as 8 with chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. And what is really scary about that is that these were previously termed adult onset, and now we've got children as young as 8 suffering from such diseases. So it's really scary to think that if we don't do something now, what's going to continue to happen as the years go on. So what we have found, and I guess what everyone at large has found, is that in most cases they are largely preventable, and it's all to do with what people do put into their diets or what they don't put into their diets. And so one thing that's commonly reoccurring between a lot of chronic conditions is the lack of vitamin and mineral intake in the diet, usually in the forms of fruits and veggies. So I'd really like an honest opinion from all of you here. Who here honestly eats the recommended serves, or what they think are the recommended serves of fruits and veggies every single day? I actually see maybe one hand. So look, guys, I'll even admit it myself. So even though I'm a dietitian, even though I know all of the theory, sometimes it's just really hard to put it into practice. You know, we have great intentions, but sometimes they just don't come to fruition, like being busy. You know, some days you're just really exhausted and you can't be bothered cooking when you get home. You burn your dinner, God forbid that happens. Mine's in the oven right now. But things really do happen and they do get in the way. And so it's not really possible to always get the nutrition that you need. And so what we've really looked to do is bridge that gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating. So that brings me to our amazing product. So it's called Juice Plus, and we've got veggies. So we've got berries, fruits and vegetables that are essentially 30 different varieties of veggies, fruits and berries that are encapsulated. I've just got these here because every time I try to open it, it always stuffs up. That are encapsulated in what is a vegan capsule. So basically what happens is all of the fruits and vegetables are actually picked at their peak of ripeness, which is when our fruits, veggies and berries are at their highest nutritional quality. So unlike what you would see in Coles and Woolworths, where, you know, you have these amazing bright and like freshly polished fruits and veggies with absolutely no speckles on them, those ones, whilst they might look amazing, there really is no nutritional quality to them. For most of those supermarket-based fruits and veggies, they tend to be put in cold storage for like 6 months, which is just incredible to think, in a cold storage vat, where they're then basically stored there till they're ready to be sold. And I even know, like, for example, bananas are picked at green and then they're artificially ripened with ethane. So we're basically consuming those chemicals when we put them into our body. So what I love about Juice Plus and why it is so different from just getting fruits and vegetables from your local supermarket is that they're picked at their highest quality. They are not covered in pesticides, molds. They don't have any of those toxic, nasty fillers. They're all picked at their peak of ripeness and they're turned into a big smoothie so that they're then dehydrated and turned into powder. So inside these little capsules, it's actually a powder or like all the powderest fruits, veggies and berries together. So why we have all of that intact. So basically, if you think about when you eat a piece of fruit, do you eat the core? Do you eat the skin? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. People think I'm weird when I eat kiwi skin, but I think it's delicious. But most people don't. And so you're not actually getting all of the nutrition that you need. And so by having all of this, it ensures that we're flooding our bodies with the enzymes, the vitamins, the minerals, basically everything that you need in order to keep your body functioning optimally. It's not designed though to replace fruits and veggies. It's just there to aid, especially with the new recommendations being 7 to 13 serves of fruits and veggies, and they were previously 2 and 5. And I know even the 2 and 5, I was sometimes stuck on some days. So the other thing that I really love about Juice Plus being a dietitian, so our children really are sponges for information, and they basically, whatever you do, your child will do. And so making sure that our children are also following in our footsteps is something that I think is fundamentally important. And that's why I love that Juice Plus, they actually sponsor children to be on the whole food products as well, should a parent be on the product. So what we have here, I haven't opened this packet yet because, to be honest, these are so addictive and they're my last packet, so I'm just trying to savor them until I really need them. It's basically just the juice of the jelly, the juice of the Juice Plus contents put into tapioca starch, which is essentially just a carbohydrate. There's only like 1.5 grams of sugar, which is natural sugar in each of these. So I don't have children myself, but yes, I would be so fine as a dietitian if you were to give your child these, especially considering there's like 15 to 20 grams of sugar that's healthy in a piece of fruit. You're definitely not going to blow the sugar budget by giving these to their children. And what they've noticed, so by children being on the products, they're seeing improvements to things like reduced sick days, reduced doctor's visits, which we all know is super expensive, especially with the changes to Medicare. And if you're a mum and you're working, having your child sick from home could potentially mean loss of income too, which is really scary. You can send your kids to school and be like almost confident that the kid at school that's sick isn't going to make your baby sick, which is really awesome. What else? So that's basically the Juice Plus products. The other thing that they have that I really love are the whole food replacement shakes. Now, something that I really want to distinguish between these are not a meal replacement. They're basically just a helpful aid to our diet to help us with, not skipping meals, or perhaps having something awesome before and after gym to make sure that you're getting that nutrition in. So it is a shake. We've got people in this, they're not eating breakfast when they first come to the program. They have absolutely no idea how to get started, or they're just really concerned with how busy they are in the morning. This is so much better than skipping breakfast, and it is so much better than picking up the large caramel latte with the extra triple shot and the choc chip banana muffin on the way as well. So there's chocolate and vanilla shakes. I go through phases. I'm currently loving the vanilla at the moment, but I am a chocolate fiend. But when I first started as a health coach, for me, I really found that at 3 p.m., these really helped with nulling that sugar craving, especially with working full time at the time, getting that energy dip. I really felt that this helped me with that. When you have a look at the ingredients, really it's nothing but whole foods. You've got things like yucca mushroom, you've got quinoa, you've got pea protein, broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, organic amaranth, organic millet as well. And I never thought that mushroom would taste so good in a smoothie. Well, here's your proof. So it is actually really delicious. Between this and the capsules, there's actually 47 different varieties of whole foods that people are gaining in any one sit, or any one day, I should say, and any one sitting if you have them all together. I know for a fact I wouldn't get that much variety in my diet. Even if I tried really hard, I don't think it's possible to do that just in a day. I honestly, as a dietitian, could rave about these products. I have been looking for something like this, and had been looking for something like this for so long for myself as well. I have so many food intolerances, and so to be able to enjoy some of the foods that I can't eat and not have a reaction, that is pretty cool. And to now, feel energized all the time and not drink coffee, that is also really awesome for me. So I'm going to stop talking your ear off because I'm sure you've heard enough from me, but I would love, love, love to pass you on to Courtney. She's one of our gorgeous clients in the Emporium.
A rundown on first my story and then how the products have helped me, but I will start with these generic ones that everyone will probably experience. So my skin is not only absolutely amazing ever since being on the products, my nails are growing and my hair is growing. Now, I have bleached my hair that many times. It's actually still healthy, which is amazing. So with my story, and the big reason is why I'm here today, is 9 months ago, I ended up in hospital over 3 times because I tried to commit suicide. Now, a lot of people are going, oh, whole food products aren't going to help you much there, are you? Wrong. I am now 2 weeks yesterday, finally off antidepressants, which is just like the biggest win for me, just a little celebration here for me right now. And I am now off my sleeping tablets, which would knock me out, and it was nice to be able to sleep, but I would wake up feeling absolutely shit. Now I'm waking up with so much energy, so excited about the day, and it's just the best feeling ever. So if anybody suffers from anxiety or depression, don't go to pharmaceuticals first. Try these, connect with someone, and they will help you. Like, the program alone is just insane. Like, it's not about losing weight. It's actually about your mental health. It's about being okay, loving yourself. And before I break down in tears right now, that's my story.
Hi ladies, so my name is Adriana and I have been a part of the Emporium and on the products now for about 7 months. So I'm just going to jump straight into it, otherwise I'll just talk forever. So I have been struggling with numerous health related problems as far as 6 years, and I'm just going to name a few. So I was struggling with cystic acne for about 10 years. I had also been dealing with severe IBS-C for about 5 years, where I had just tried everything and just nothing ever seemed to work within that department. But my most recent health issue was a severe car accident that I was involved in May 2016. So I was pretty roughed up. I was in pretty bad shape. I was at the point where my right foot was close to amputation. But thank God that didn't end up happening. But I have undergone about 2 surgeries and I'm about to have my 3rd. So you can probably imagine my mindset when I had to move back home from Canada with my family. I was in a wheelchair for about 3 months and I was learning how to walk again for 6. And then I was dealing with anxiety and insomnia for a few months following the accident as well. So when a friend of mine recommended the Emporium and the capsules, I just pretty much jumped straight on board. I'd given everything else a go, and I was pretty much at the stage where I just had no motivation. I couldn't even get out of bed some days, so I just went for it, and it was the best decision I could have ever made. Within 3 days of being on the products, my IBS symptoms had severely decreased. I was just seeing results that I hadn't seen with anything else, and that I had tried in the past. And I was also sleeping through the night without having any anxiety attacks and waking up, changing my pajamas 3 times a night, which is not a good time. And my skin is just so clear now, which is probably the best thing ever. And my last bone scan showed that I'm 3 months ahead of normal recovery from my latest surgery. Which was, so these babies have pretty much been my superpowers. But because of the Emporium, I just completely changed my life. Like 6 months ago, I just thought my life was over. I had no goals. I had no life ambitions anymore. My health was just going nowhere, and I thought that no one would understand. And it was quite lonely and debilitating feeling, which I'm sure that some of you could relate to. But now just each morning I just wake up with a new set of gratitude, and I participate in all the challenges, and I've just made some awesome friends that have just completely supported me every day and just pushed me to know that yes, I went through something really horrible, but this doesn't have to be my downfall. It doesn't have to be my flaw, and then I can use this to inspire others, and I really hope that I can do that. And I hope that this resonated with some of you tonight, and I'm just going to pass you on to Lauren. But thanks for listening.
Oh, so much. You're making me cry. Thank you for all you beautiful women who jumped on and shared your stories. I think sometimes we forget none of us are trained public speakers. We're actually here and jumping on because we want to share with you this business, this program, this product, because for most of us it has been life-changing. I know helping people is a big value of mine. I'm really passionate about helping others, especially around holistic health. I believe health is just as much about the mind, body and soul, and it's really rewarding, this job. So not only do you get to be your own boss and you can work whenever you want, with whoever you want, wherever you want, but you get to actually help people be happier and healthier versions of themselves and make ripple effects in the world, which ends up escalating to making a really big difference. So I was like most of you on the line, I resonate with lots of stories. When I came across this business, it was 18 months ago. I was overworked, underpaid. I went through university, studied psychology, like I said, really passionate about holistic health. I wanted a job where I could dictate my worth. I'm not a person that is about materialistic things, but I wanted to have the money where I could give back to family. If I wanted to go on a holiday, I wanted to go on a holiday. Like, it was just those kind of things, which isn't too much to ask, but it actually is when you get into the real world and you realize how it works. And so I thought the way of doing that was to go to university. So I was the first person in my family to go to uni, because I thought that was how I was going to get a job where I was dictating my worth and I could climb that ladder that Shani was talking about and actually make a little bit above average income. So I did really well at uni, got a scholarship, got a job working in child protection, and at the age of 22, on the verge of burnout. I've never been so unhappy, so unfulfilled, in a job where I felt like I actually wasn't making any difference at all. I was a punching bag for most people. And just thinking, is this really what my life looks like? Like Shani spoke about that corporate ladder and thinking about, well, I really want to make a difference. That's why I'm here. But I wasn't seeing any difference get made, because the people that were wanting to work with me were court ordered. They weren't people who voluntarily wanted help being happier and healthier. They were there because the court told them they had to be. And so I just felt I was commuting. So to even get a job out of child protection, I had to actually accept a job that was an hour away. So I was spending 2 hours in a car. My days were 8 to 9 to 10 hours, depending what happened that day. I was working all around the region. I don't get paid overtime. So on top of the emotionally exhausting day commuting, I felt like my life was either getting yelled at or sitting in a car. And at the age of 22, I was just like, there's got to be more to life than this. And I looked at my superiors who'd been in the job for 10, 15 years. And yeah, they made a little bit extra money than me, but I saw them carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. And they were working longer hours than me. They had kids and they were dropping those kids into before and after school care because they had to be at work at 8:30 in the morning. They weren't leaving until 6:30 at night. And I was like, is that really what I've got to look forward to? Like, is that what my life is now? 40 years working 40 hours a week. And I just thought, this is so much, there's got to be more to life. I'm somebody, if you know me, I'm really bouncy, I'm really positive, I'm always jumping around being a massive goober. I don't think there's any other word to even describe me. And I definitely lost that sparkle. I came home and I had no energy for my partner, no energy for me. I wasn't living my mission. I wasn't putting love in my food. I didn't want to connect and hang out with my friends on the weekends. I just was like, blah. And so when this business came across me, as much as I needed it, I actually said no because I had some misconceptions around the business. And that's some of the things that Shani spoke about earlier. Like, I was used to this traditional business structure, but I also was like, I don't have enough time for this. Like, I'm lucky to have any time for myself. Like, I'm commuting, I'm working full time, I'm exhausted. And what I found though was actually with the Babes in Business mentoring program, we teach you how to build your business within stolen moments. So I learned how to do it within like 20 minutes before work and on my lunch break and 20 minutes after work. And then another thing I was like, actually, I can't do that. Like, I'm not a professional in regards to nutrition or any of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I can't give advice. I'm not an expert. And what I really loved was in the business that we'd already linked arms with health professionals who were expertises in their field. I didn't have to be an expert. I just have to care. And everything that we do in this business is taught. Like, we have an amazing system, an amazing community of women, and some you've met from tonight, who teach you everything that you need to know. You have one mentor, sometimes you have two, which hold your hand and guide you every step of the way. We have weekly trainings, we have a training manual. So that was like, oh, okay, well, actually, I don't have to be an expert. I thought I had to sell. I didn't really understand much about this business structure, but I thought I had to be one of those people. So I actually said no to this business for 3 months because I was like, as much as I needed it and as much as I had hit rock bottom, I just didn't understand. Like, I thought I had to push people and sell people, and I cannot sell. I do not feel comfortable selling. I hate being sold to. But what I saw in 3 months, a lot of women that I looked up to in the health and wellness field had actually joined businesses like this. And I saw that they were still authentic and they weren't selling, and they were still so genuine and just sharing things that they were passionate about and just sharing their journey. So 3 months later, I actually recircled back to it and was like, I can do that. I care. That's what I'm about. And then I guess the last one was thinking I didn't know enough people. And so what I really love is we've actually, Babes in Business, what we do is we leverage your social media. We teach you how to build an online business so you can work wherever you want in the world. You have literally millions of people at your fingertips. So it's about working smarter, not harder. And so I it sounds cliche, but I can't even explain how my life has changed. And people who know me on the line, I've got a couple of friends, they can vouch for it. If you looked at my life a year ago from now, like I said, I was commuting, I was working, I was exhausted. Probably the word's depressed, literally no sparkle. A lot of the girls that shared their stories tonight definitely resonated with that and thought there's got to be another way. I did this business in stolen moments. So at the 6-month mark, I was making enough to go part-time. And I slowly tapered down my hours as I built my income. And at the 12-month mark, I actually resigned. So at the 12-month mark, I was making more money in this business with Babes in Business with the Health Style Emporium than I was working in child protection, which was 3 years working my up that corporate ladder, let alone 4 years studying with a $40,000 HECS debt that I was still paying off. And I have time for me. Every morning I do yoga, I go for a run on the beach or a swim on the beach. I visit my family whenever I want, which was a massive reason I said yes to this business, because all my family interstate, and I hated the fact that I had to ask for annual leave just to visit them. Like when my mum had a heart attack last year, I think that was one of the biggest things for me, was because I didn't have enough leave to be down with her. And the same week her mum passed away. So when my mum is grieving and she needed me, I couldn't be there because I didn't have enough leave. I was like, no way. There's so much more to life. Life's about helping people and connecting with people and being there when we need it. So if tonight has resonated with you at all, reach out to the person who invited you along or shared this with you and just ask lots of questions. I know I could have said yes to this 3-4 months sooner because I had some misconceptions. And don't stress about the how. Like we said, we've got the how covered. It's a mentoring program. We teach you everything you need to know. You have a mentor that gives everything to you, a blueprint, a proven system. Just ask yourself why. Why would you say yes to something like this? How could your life be different? And if not this, then what's going to change? Or if you look at your life 3 years from now, are you happy? And even not even 3 years, 3 months from now, can you keep doing what you're doing? Because I know this saved me.